Hello everyone, welcome back. For those of you who are new, my name is Magdalena Bujalski. This is my cancer journey and thank you so much for tuning in. Today's video, I wanted to address something that is very important to me and is a huge part of the reason why I have taken this all so well, I guess, being diagnosed with cancer at 22, is how I remain positive. Unfortunately, there's no secret formula to it, but I can give you a few of my tips and tricks on what I do to keep a smile on my face and not let this disease get the best of me. I just want to start this video off by saying that I wasn't always a positive person. I used to be that person that would stress over everything, that would take everything to heart, that was very much a people pleaser. And being diagnosed with something so serious led me to have to really reevaluate my life and think about the lifestyle changes that I need to make for myself in order to basically live a better and healthier life and to ensure that I remain healthy once I do beat this thing. But I also did want to say that when I was first diagnosed, I was really not a positive person. If you've watched my videos on how I was diagnosed with cancer and how I found out, it came as a shock. It came really out of nowhere, and at first I was really negative about it. I mean, as most people who are diagnosed with cancer are, and that's totally normal. You know, what did being diagnosed with such a serious illness mean for me at this point? So I definitely went through a very, I want to say short period, because I did bounce out of it really quickly, but also in saying that, I still have bad days, so I can't say that I'm totally positive, but I am only human. However, here is what I do to try to be that peppy, happy-go-lucky, everything will be okay person most of the time. The first thing that I implemented into my life is I really made it a point to keep a sense of normalcy. Obviously, my normal schedule completely changed, but I did try to keep normal things that I would usually do, such as run errands and go to the grocery store, keep the house clean and do some chores, see friends and go on date nights with Alex, and do other activities that I would usually do in the summertime just to kind of make me feel like I was less sick and keep me feeling like I was normal. Next thing that really kept me motivated and happy was to plan for my future. Even though I wasn't really sure how long treatment would take, exactly how much treatment I would need, and etc., I still get excited when I plan for the future and I plan for the things I want to do once I am cancer free. I picture what kind of lifestyle changes I would like to make, what my routine will look like when I do go back to work. I realized that I really love YouTube and I really love sharing my story with people. So I do plan on maybe continuing on with YouTube. I really also would love to write a book about my journey and about my tips and things that I think will help others going through this in the future. So there are lots of things that I still try to plan for that will, motivate me, keep me excited, looking forward to the future, and make me super happy. I've also found that I find a lot of comfort and calm talking to cancer patients and cancer survivors. I really have a wonderful network of people in my life physically and also people on social media who either I found or found me and reached out, who are cancer survivors or currently cancer patients as well, in the same boat as me, and we communicate and talk. And I think for me that has been a huge factor of how I remain so positive, being able to see cancer survivor stories and basically, even seeing women with their hair grow back and women who have gone to have successful careers and have families and travel the world and are able to, and things like that really helps me be in a good headspace. Next is a tough one to talk about, but for me I think it is the most important one. It is I got rid of lots of negativity in my life. So as I mentioned earlier on in the video, I used to be one of those people that was constantly stressed out, constantly anxious. I would always overthink things, and I can't say this for sure, but I do think stress was a very big part of the reason why I got sick. So in saying that, I tried my best to eliminate anything negative in my life, and for me, a lot of that was negative people. So people in my life that brought on stress, that brought on constant arguments or fights, I either completely cut them out or just limited time with them. I really realized that at this point in my life, to be able to keep living a healthy, fulfilled life, I really did need to take care of myself first. However, it wasn't only people in my life. Some of it was also things such as social media. So people on my social media who were not positive, people who were complaining, who were negative, I unfollowed or I unfriended, and stuff like that, just because I really tried to create the most positive environment for myself that I could. Change what you can in your life in order to make a positive space for you. And then the opposite of that is add more positive into your life. I have a wonderful support system. As most of you know, Alex, he is like the biggest ray of sunshine in my life. He is the most positive person I know, and I'm truly lucky to have him. And I'm just surrounded by so many good people who constantly bring happiness and positivity into my life. And I can truly say that I am genuinely happy with the people that I surround myself with. So that's a huge part of staying happy in general. Next is I did what genuinely made me happy. I am a girl who loves to binge watch Netflix and YouTube videos for hours on end. So on my bad days when I really felt sick, instead of trying to force myself to do things I knew I couldn't do, I did what made me happy. So I would watch a series on Netflix. I love reality TV. That's like my guilty pleasure. I loved reading. I really love self-help books. I also developed a self-care routine. For me, if I take care of myself, I feel much better. And in saying that, eating healthy was a huge part of my self-care routine. I find that when I ate fruits and vegetables, I had more natural energy, I felt better overall. And the last, probably not the smartest, but my favorite thing that would make me feel genuinely happy is retail therapy. Retail therapy has been my go-to when I'm having a bad day. And that truly makes me feel kind of like a sense of calm and happiness, because that's kind of how I used to deal with anger and sadness, and now that I do it, it makes me happy. And you know what? Some days I feel bad for it, but at the end of the day, if it makes me happier, I'm gonna do it. Another thing that I really learned and made myself conscious of is to celebrate and be grateful for the little things. So it's really easy to get caught up in life and only accept the big successes and the big failures and let the little things kind of slide by. But for me, I really learned to appreciate life and appreciate the little things, because at the end of the day, the little things are really the big things. If you accept the small wins in life, you're gonna have more happiness in your day-to-day life overall. And in the end, that's gonna make you happier in general. And the last thing that I try to do to keep myself super positive and happy is to learn balance. I really love being busy. I hate being bored. I try to keep myself occupied as much as I can, and before I got sick, that meant living a very busy, stressful lifestyle. I used to think I had to work as much as possible. I had to take as many courses as possible. I had to do everything as fast as possible, and I used to always have a busy life, which I loved, but it was also a very stressful life. So now I've learned to still have a busy life, but to keep a balance to make it less stressful. And I really just wanted to reiterate once again that it's not easy being positive. Like I said, I have my bad days and I worry about what if and what my future's gonna look like, but for me, remaining positive and having a positive outlook and thinking, everything's gonna be okay, I really am in good hands, has really truly helped me get through the last few months of my life, and I think will be a huge part of my future. I really try to spread and promote positivity to people, and to people who reach out to me, I think that you just need to find what works for you and what keeps you happy. There is no secret formula, but there are lifestyle changes that you can make that will drastically help you at least have that aspect of your life positive if everything else is falling to shits. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel and the little bell icon so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. But for now, know yourself, know your body, and until next time.